All right, guys. Yeah, we're going live. It's Trip Trapper. UFC 281 is about to go down, and I'm gonna give you my predictions on the fight. I think it's a pretty even fight between Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler, like, he almost got beat by Ferguson. That was crazy because he got lucky on that front kick. That was, man, that was pretty spectacular. I can't believe he pulled that off. He got the win on that. You know, I think that was pretty crazy. If you think about it, because he was losing that first round, and I don't know how he came back from that. I mean, the UFC's crazy. I was wrong on my predictions with Islam and Charles Oliveira. Islam defeated Charles. I still think that fight might have been rigged. Because there was so much money on Charles. And I do think Charles can beat Islam. And I mean, it's not hard. And the thing is that Charles didn't even fight the same. He fought all these guys the same. And when it came to Islam, he did something entirely different. And it really didn't make a lot of sense, which made me believe that it was scripted, and the UFC is being investigated for rigging fights right now. So it's kind of crazy that and I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I think Islam is a great fighter. Okay, I think, yeah, he's like Khabib, but it's boring to watch someone hold someone for 3 minutes of a round. That's not even entertainment. That's not martial arts. It's not wrestling. I don't know what it is. But if a guy were to fight me like that, you use judo. You roll him back with you. You throw him off you. And you keep the fight on the ground. And when a guy tries to engage in a close exchange and tries to grab you, you knee them. All right? And if you haven't seen these real martial arts, these real samurai ninja warriors that knee fucking bricks and shit. Sorry for my French. Headbutt bricks. Chop bricks. Knee a brick. Dude, if Islam got one of my knees, dude, he would never be the same. They're called lethal fighters. They're not even allowed to fight. They're lethal weapons. But I'm not sore about it. I think it was scripted. I don't think Charles didn't even fight the same. He didn't even counter. Islam was countering him. It was just, I feel like it was just so scripted. I think Khabib gave the UFC a bunch of money and just paid the champion. I think it's all fake, and I just don't think it was real. I think Charles Oliveira is a real champion, and I think Charles cheated Dustin when he gloved him, kept him on the ground, because Charles, if he would have got back up, Dustin would have KO'd him. And Charles did everything to keep him on that ground, and I think he did an illegal move, and I think there's a lot of cheating, a lot of rigging. Is Islam taking steroids? Russians have? I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying it's a historical fact that Russians juice up. It's called steroids. Okay, I've taken steroids. And I think Islam is doing steroids. I think he's been doing some generic forms of steroids to make him that strong. Because and it's just not entertaining to watch. Just hold someone like that. That's it. You want to strike back and forth. If I were to fight in a ring, you're gonna see some crazy dynamical, motions. I mean, you're gonna go fight back and forth. I'm over here in Dallas. These crazy cops, put a warrant for my arrest for a ticket. Stupid asses. For something I didn't even do. I wasn't even on the scene. How are you going to make up a lie? Oh, because you have witnesses? I'm going to guess Christy and Kobe that work at the Rusty Beagle in Louisville. Yeah, I'm actually filing a multi-million-dollar lawsuit on them right now. So I don't think they're going to have jobs very soon when their owner starts paying me tons of money for slandering and defamation of character. You really don't want to mess with me. I've got really, really high-paying lawyers. So, it's all made up. The Flower Mountain cops are just full of it. Oh, just absolutely full of it. No one believes them. They're my lawyer says they're terrorists. I mean, they're going around assaulting women in Flower Mountain. Yeah, Flower Mountain police officers are assaulting women in Flower Mound. Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah, Highland Village filed a false case on me, terroristic threat, when I never did anything. So, I was found innocent. A bunch of lies. So I'm actually taking a plane to LA and going to Chicago. I'm taking off. I'm going to California. I got a case out here, but it's something stupid. It's like a theft or something, but it's retarded. I didn't even. It's just stupid. I mean, all it is a big money scam for people. People just want money. You just pay them off. No big deal. So back to the fight, Michael and Chandler. I gotta make this quick, glad I didn't go that long. 5 minutes. That's not too long. Okay, so, yeah, I'm not gonna show you any streets and stuff. So these guys are clowns. Just a bunch of hoopla. It's because I'm Trip Trapper, and they wanna. It's stupid. It's just dumb. So, anyways, Michael Chandler and Dustin Poirier. I saved the suspense for the last because, what I think is, I think it's going to be an amazing fight. It's certainly not going to be an Islam fight. God, it's boring. Khabib, boring. I mean, and they're Russians. I mean, your Russians are completely, savages. Torturing these young Ukrainian women. Oh my God, it's terrible. Being murdered and gang violenced and buried alive and shot in the head. It's what's happening in Ukraine right now. And you're worshiping Khabib and Islam. Really, Russians. Murdering Ukrainian women. Torturing them to death. It's just absurd. What has our world come to? Really? Biden? What is he doing? We should be going to war with Russia right now. They have violated. They are Adolf Hitler. All right, so I'm done with that. Anyways, so Michael Chandler versus Dustin Poirier. I think this is what's going to happen. I think Michael Chandler is going to take that to the ground, and he could have beaten Charles Oliveira. Chandler almost defeated Charles, almost KO'd him. Dude, Charles took some shots, got lucky, knew he had to grab him and take him down the ground. And if all you can do is take someone down to the ground, you're not glorified in my where I come from. Real martial arts, Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Asian, Chinese martial arts. I am a ninja. I'm not even allowed to fight. You don't want me in that octagon. Woo! Woo! Telling you, man, you get one of my strikes, you're gonna be in that hospital. One. Okay? Anyways, I love you guys. I'm a Christian. I don't fight, I'm an artist, I produce music, duh. So anyways, check this out. I think it's a really dynamical, crazy fight. We finally got a good fight. Dustin Poirier has to stay on that ground. He cannot go down to the ground with Chandler. Chandler will squeeze him. He'll just, dude. Chandler is a wrestler. He's got that really high level back. I wouldn't go to the ground with Chandler. My gosh. Chandler would destroy me, dude. He'll probably throw some elbows and split your head wide open. And that's the fight right there. I think Chandler's going to win this. Now, if Dustin wants to win, he can't be throwing these crazy old elbows and blocks and stuff. No, if Dustin Poirier really wants to win this fight, he needs to strike. He needs to throw those kicks. Front kicks, he just, in the moment Chandler takes him down to the ground, he's going to have to fight and stay on that ground. Dustin will not win that fight on the ground with Chandler at all. And I think Chandler's going to win this, man. I really do. Because it's going to, all these fights go down to the ground. You're going to have some striking first, second round. I think it's going to be a long fight between these guys. I think someone's going to get finished in the third round. I think if Dustin is going to win, he has to definitely work on those legs. He has to kick the legs out, start striking, work that body, and then start head hunting in the third round. I think it's going to be, you got to put a game plan together. A lot of these fighters are not putting game plans, and a lot of these fights are scripted. They're not real, just like football games. They're scripted, like Tom Brady, biggest cheater in the world. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the greatest quarterback in the world. He got 6 rings. Yeah. He's also the biggest cheater in the world. Yeah. How would you like to just go down in history as the most historical cheater in the... I don't. You know why? Because you strip your glory, you strip your belts and all your awards. Okay, so I think if Dustin wants to win, he's got to put a game plan together. He's got to start striking, hitting the legs, space out, distance control. Just barely work that body. On the first round, it's a feeler. Second round, start going to work on that body. Just start punching the body, staying off the ground. My God, Dustin, stay off the ground. I love you. I love your hot sauce. Just Trip Trapper. Stay off the ground. My God, Dustin. Third round, Dustin's got to start throwing some higher kicks than that, man. I love his punches, but he never mixes it up and throws a 1-2 combo head strike, high kick. You got to throw some high kicks, Dustin. Front kicks and work that body. And then the fourth round, I think Dustin can take him down to the ground. At that point, I think it's safe to go down to the ground and working on the guillotine. Dustin's not working on any submissions. And I think that's what he needs to do, is start working on submissions, guillotines, chokes. He really's got to become a better fighter than what he's a great fighter, but he's just a knockout artist. That's it. He's just going to hit you really hard and you're KO'd. A lot of these fighters are smarter than that. They're going to take you down to the ground. They're going to grapple with you. They're going to waste your energy. If I was Dustin Poirier, I would really put it all together. I think Dustin can get Chandler out in the fourth or fifth round. But if Chandler takes him to the ground and Dustin, it does the same thing he did in the last fight, get a body cross on you, dude, you're out of there, bro. Chandler is going to win that all day, because Chandler's just going to take it down to the ground. He's smarter than that, and Chandler could throw some bombs. Now, Chandler did the same thing in the Justin fight that Tony Ferguson did to Justin. So, really, the truth is, Tony Ferguson was supposed to fight Khabib. Khabib chickened out. I'll tell you what. Because Tony Ferguson is the only person that when you take him down to the ground, he will beat you on the bottom. He would have beaten Khabib. And Khabib didn't want to take a loss, and he fought Justin instead. And so Tony fought Justin. And Tony got in this emotional fist punching, who could hit the hardest, and Tony got damaged for life in that fight. That fight damaged him permanently. He's never been the same fighter ever since then. He's got brain damage, And I think the UFC is going to get sued for not stopping fights when they're supposed to fight. Even one of my friends, Nick, who I used to work with at Cutie Pies, he told me that they're not stopping these fights. And this is you can get killed in that ring, dude. It's serious. And that's why a lot of these high-level fights like Conor, they're scripted. They're scripted. And so I think Dustin can win, but he's got to put it together. Chandler is not going to be an easy. He's a champion. That guy's real. He's the truth. He's going to take Dustin down to the ground, and he's going to work him. And there's nothing Dustin can do. I've seen Dustin on the ground, and he's not a ground fighter. Now, I'm not saying he's not, but what I'm saying is that he's not good enough to fight with these guys on the ground. These guys are top 10, and they're really good. And, Islam would just run through these guys. He's just going to hold them. Non-entertainment, Russian, love Russians. I've got Russian producers that produce me. I'm not racist. No, but I disagree with Putin and the war in Ukraine. Absolutely. He's creating World War III. And, this is going to create, several issues. It's just like Hitler movement. So, I think Chandler's going to win that fight. You put some money down? Put your money on Chandler. I don't see Dustin winning that fight. I love Dustin. Great hot sauce. Love that guy. I love everything he brings to the table, but I don't think it's going to be good enough for Chandler. I think Chandler's going to be ready. I think he's, Chandler's going to put it on him, man. He's going to take him down to the ground, dude. He's going to wear him out, dude. And, I hate to say that about my boy Dustin. I hope I'm wrong, because every video I make, obviously I've been wrong, but I've been right. I've been right as far as predicting about what's going to happen in the ring, but I've been wrong on who's winning these fights. But the fights are so close. You know, that's why I do these videos, because it's great entertainment, you know. But, you know, I'm going to speak my mind, speak my truth. I got to let you go. Clock's out, you know. Got to go. Love you guys. You can follow me on RevRevNation.com. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me on Facebook. My name's Enrique Jones. You can follow me on Instagram, Enrique Jones 276. I got a friend that ended up on the news. He has a coffin. I'm going to show you that link. I put it in my music videos. It's a little like Mimi funny, whatever. But yeah, I put that coffin in my videos. So it's the same coffin. It was on the news. It's cool, kind of funny and cool. And I sold it. So anyways, guys, God bless you. You know, if you don't have Jesus in your heart, Lord and Savior, we're in the end times right now. You should definitely accept him in your heart and change your ways. Greed, vanity, lust, false idols, you know, come closer to God. Our time is almost up on earth. Okay, and I love you guys. Amen.